Hello and welcome back to Missa's Mess Hall. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a teriyaki salmon with a mango salsa. So first we're going to start by making a fresh teriyaki sauce, and we're going to do a base of pineapple juice. So we're going to start with 3 cups of pineapple juice, 1/4 cup of honey, and 1/4 cup of ketchup. Next, we're going to add 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and then finally 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Now we're going to work on peeling some ginger. I love using fresh ginger. It has such a more potent flavor than ground ginger does. One of my favorite tricks that I love is to peel ginger with the side of a spoon. I actually had a chef while I was in culinary school. He used to peel ginger so often that he took the side of a spoon and sharpened it in order to peel it faster. But we're just gonna take a spoon and peel off a good chunk of ginger. We're gonna want about like 2 tablespoons of chopped ginger. And once we get all the skin peeled off, we're just gonna go ahead and chop off the piece that we're gonna use and just do a little rough chop. This is going into the sauce mainly for flavor, so it doesn't have to be super minced. Next, we're gonna mince up some garlic, and it's the same as the ginger. It doesn't have to be super minced because it's just there to flavor the sauce. It's not really gonna be incorporated all that well. Now we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of sesame oil, and all of that's gonna go in the same pot, and we're gonna mix it all together and put it on the stove and bring that to a boil. And once it's boiling, we're gonna keep it on the stove until it reduces by half. Then we're going to take our 4 salmon fillets and put them in a bag and pour the teriyaki sauce right on top of the salmon. I like to mix it up a little bit, just make sure that all the salmon is evenly coated. And we're going to put that in the fridge and have it marinate until our rice is almost ready. Now we're going to start with our mango salsa, and we're going to peel and medium dice 1 whole mango. So as you can see, I'm just peeling the mango with my chef knife, but if you're uncomfortable with doing this, you can totally just use a vegetable peeler. It will get you the same result. Mangoes have this pretty long and thin pit down the center, so you're gonna cut both sides of the mango, and then you can carefully cut off the rest of the fruit away from the pit. So once we got as much off of there as we can, we're gonna go ahead and dice our mango at a medium dice. You wanna make sure when you're making salsas or relishes like this that you get all of your ingredients the same size. So the mango is obviously gonna be bigger than the rest of the ingredients, but you want all of your pieces of mango to be the same size. Then we're gonna small dice 1/4 of a red onion. If you guys want, you can put more. I think that this ratio is just better for this salsa. I'm not crazy on raw onion, but if that's something that you are totally all about, then totally add as much as you'd like. And we're back with the ginger. So we're just gonna do 1 tablespoon this time. And because this ginger is actually gonna be incorporated and eaten, we really wanna mince this as finely as possible. There is nothing that will ruin something more than when you're eating a nice salsa and you just get a giant chunk of ginger. You know, it does have kind of like a spice and a kick to it, but with this type of salsa, with, you know, a mango having a sweeter flavor, it's gonna totally ruin your salsa if you've got the bigger chunks of ginger. Now I'm gonna mince half of a jalapeno, and if you're all about spice, you could totally add a full jalapeno, or you can even leave those seeds in there. The mango really makes this salsa, you know, really sweet, so if you want something just, you know, a bit spicier, totally add that whole jalapeno. So this is how I like to cut limes when I'm juicing them. You cut around the whole lime, leaving the center intact. And if you're only juicing limes or lemons and not using them for presentation, this way to cut them makes it far more easier to juice, and you just get a lot more juice out of your lime or lemon. Now we're gonna start on our rice. We're gonna slice 5 green onions, and this recipe is for a rice pilaf. So the pilaf method means that you are first gonna brown your rice and your ingredients in with your rice, and then you're gonna add a warm liquid and let it simmer without taking the lid off. So that's what a pilaf means. So we're gonna do 2 cups of brown rice, and we're gonna use about 1/4 cup of olive oil, and just keep it on the stove at a medium heat. Let the rice brown, and you'll smell your onions and your garlic. And once you smell those, that's when your rice is ready. You don't want it to be too brown, but the oil coating the rice makes the rice not stick together. And then we're gonna heat up our broth in the microwave and then add it to our rice. So our vegetable for this dish is gonna be some Cajun corn. So I got some fresh corn on the cob, and we are gonna peel it, and then we're gonna make a nice Cajun butter to coat it, and it's gonna cook alongside our salmon. So our Cajun butter is just gonna start out with 2 tablespoons of butter, some onion powder, some garlic salt, cayenne pepper, and paprika. Now I'm using garlic salt because the butter that I'm using is unsalted butter, and if you have salted butter, you can totally just use granulated garlic instead of garlic salt, or if you just like salt, you can keep the garlic salt in this recipe. So you're gonna just pop that in the microwave, and I just took a basting brush, but you can totally just pour this on top of your corn, and I completely coated both sides of both ears of corn. So by now our rice should be just about done. So we're gonna place all of our salmon and the corn on a sheet tray and pop these in the oven. So halfway through cooking, I pulled it out of the oven. I put some more of that Cajun butter on the corn, and then I'm also gonna pour the leftover teriyaki sauce on the salmon, just to get a nice coating again on everything. So our rice is just about done. Rice on the stove should take about 45 minutes. But if you're unsure of the doneness, you know, totally just take a spoonful and try a bite. Then we're gonna pull our salmon and our corn out, and now we can enjoy a delicious dinner. Look at that. Look at the colors of the corn and the salsa and the salmon. This is a delicious meal, man. I hope you guys enjoy it. So thank you guys for watching. Please, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel for new videos weekly.